today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my solo evening routine when I have all 4 kids and the evening routine all by myself. So I'm going to start off by making dinner, and for this evening's dinner I'm going to be making waffles and eggs and bacon. This is something that my kids will definitely eat, and on Monday nights when I have all 4 of them, I try to do something that I know that they're all going to eat and is very easy to make. So breakfast for dinner it is. So as most of you know, my husband is a baseball coach and he has practice and games in the evenings, so that leaves me to handle the evening routine with the kids most of the week, and I will also have Sydney a few times a week as well. So this is just how we get the evening routine done with 4 kids. While I make dinner, the kids are usually running about the house or working on homework or playing outside, and Cash will usually hang out in his little bouncer for a few minutes while I try to get most of dinner made. So as long as it is pretty outside, the boys will spend the majority of their evening out here. I love that they enjoy playing outside together and they get a lot of energy out before bedtime. Before we have dinner, Sydney will work on any homework that she has due the next day. That way she can spend the rest of the evening playing. As you can see here, I've gotten really good at making dinner with one hand. This is just how I have to do it most days. He doesn't want to hang out in his bouncer for too long, so I've gotten very good at making most dinners with just one hand. Before we have dinner, one of the kids will say a prayer over our food, and Cooper is here somewhere, but he was in an extremely bad mood, and I decided to just pick my battles wisely. So lately, Cooper does not want to sit in his high chair to eat. He prefers to eat on the run. It must be a 2-year-old thing, but like I said, pick your battles wisely. So now it is bath time. And just recently I began to bathe Cash and Cooper together in the bathtub. I used the Angel Care bath support seat to bathe Cash in. It seems to work really well. I'm still really new to using it, but it does work really well to help bathe both of them together. So usually Carter is hanging out with Sydney in the evenings. They are pretty inseparable once she gets home from school. But tonight Carter decided to go ahead and hop in the bathtub with his brothers, so that made it really easy for me. Giving Cash a bath is not something that I do every night. I usually do it every other night or every 3rd night. That way the water doesn't dry out his skin. And I also like to use the Mistela baby lotion. It smells great, but it does a great job of moisturizing his skin, and I like to rub him down with that before I put on his pajamas. And usually after bath time, he starts to get just a little bit fussy because he's tired and ready for bedtime.
Carter, get off of there naked. I'm serious.
So once the chaos of bath time and getting pajamas on is over, I will get Cash ready for bed, and generally he starts to get pretty fussy around 7 or 7:30, and that's how I know that he is ready for bed. And the boys will usually join me in here while I'm trying to feed him, and then once I'm done feeding him, I will lay him down on our bed. My husband and I do co-sleep with him, and that's just what works best for us. And somehow, while I was putting Cash to sleep, Cooper made his way back outside, and he already had his bath, so he is nice and clean, digging in the dirt outside. But I just didn't have the heart to make him come back in, so I let him play outside for a little bit longer, even though he was clean. Boys will be boys. Once Cash is asleep, I'm able to use 2 hands around the house, so I usually like to try to clean up the kitchen by unloading and loading the dishwasher, as well as washing any dishes in the sink. And during this time, the kids are usually watching a movie or having some iPad time before bed. About this time, Sydney is usually taking her shower, and Carter's favorite pastime is to annoy her while she's trying to take a shower.
What are you doing? Get out! That's what she said. Get out!
So I will usually try to make the kids' lunches the night before a school day. It makes things run a lot smoother the next morning if their lunches are already made and ready to go. And all of the kids are different in what they like to eat for lunch. I will usually pack things like yogurts, strawberries, string cheese, chips, ham sandwiches. But if you guys have any recommendations on things that your kids like to eat for lunch, let me know in the comments below. I love to hear lunch ideas. Their school does not allow peanut butter or any kind of nuts, so it makes things a little bit difficult. But if you have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. So now it's time for the kids to brush their teeth, and Carter and Sydney are very good at brushing their teeth by themselves for a good amount of time, and Cooper is just standing over here on the toilet joining in on the fun. Sydney absolutely hates to brush her hair, so usually I'm the one doing it for her, but I really don't mind because she's my only girl and my only opportunity to brush and do hair. Cooper's turn to brush his teeth, and he thinks of this more as just eating toothpaste, but this toothpaste is safe just in case he swallows it, which we're still working on. Now about 8:15 and time for Cooper to go to sleep, and I will put his sleep sack on him every night. It keeps him from crawling out of his crib, and he will also take a 6 to 7 ounce bottle of milk that I will rock him with and then take it away from him before I lay him down for bed. Cooper is asleep. It is now about 8:30, and the kids and I will say prayers before we go to sleep. And even though they have bunk beds, usually they opt for sleeping together, so both Carter and Sydney are on the top bunk bed tonight.
video a thumbs up, subscribe to Brittani's channel, and see you next time. Bye. Bye guys. Bye. See you back on Brittani's videos. We will do more videos in the morning. See you in Brittani's video. Bye. And put it in the comments. I'm watching you guys.
That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to spend the rest of my evening relaxing on the couch, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.